I bet we on go. Stranger Things season 4, baby. Let's get it. So basically, 11 and her other experiment friends are all trying to get stronger under the guidance of Papa. Papa notices that 11 has super untapped potential that he's trying to harness. But this power also makes 11 very dangerous. A lot of the older, bigger kids are jealous. They don't see how 11 could be so weak according to them, but also tough at the same time. So they low-key try to slime her out. This guy 2 over here starts ragdolling her. It gets so bad that Shorty gets a miniature concussion. Papa's furious about this. Bro starts interrogating all the experiments, although he already low-key knew it was 2. But 2 didn't fess up, so Papa started going crazy, absolutely electrocuting the hell out this guy. To be fair, even if he confessed, he probably would have done it anyway, so I can't exactly blame him there. That's like when we were little and like half of our report cards would be cooked, and then our parents would tell us that we're getting beaten as soon as we get home. So we low-key get home late as possible so that they can hopefully forget. And we have to be on our best behavior to make sure that they possibly change their mind. And then we still get our ass beat anyway, and it ends up being way worse. Then this guy over here, we know him as Henry right now. He sees that 11 has crazy potential. Wait, not like that. We're talking about superpowers here, chill. Henry also sees the potential in 11 and Loki has a soft spot for her. Henry ends up pulling 11 off to the side, telling her that Papa plans to get her slimed. She's gonna get backdoored by 2 and the others. Now, the reason why Papa switched up on 11 is because she was low-key becoming too powerful for her own good, even though he kind of wanted it to happen. I was kind of confused about that. Can somebody explain in the comments? If anybody feels like doing so, I would appreciate it, actually. All Papa wants is control, and he can't control 11, so he controls everybody else around her. When 11 got jumped, the security cameras happened to be off, and then Papa made 2 angry, electrocuting him in front of the whole class. They have every motivation to go after 11 now. Sadly though, Papa's been suspicious of Henry helping 11, so he got electrocuted before and 11 ended up seeing it. Henry figures that they should escape together. He believes in 11. They're more similar than she thinks. Ooh. Sometime later, 11 ends up seeing one of the kids getting taken for lessons. So she uses this opportunity to lie to this guy that's monitoring the door, talking about some of her head hurts. Bro Sign already knew she was on BS, but he couldn't ignore it, because there probably would have been worse consequences if she was actually cooked. I'm already knowing this is one of them high-risk, high-reward jobs. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm gonna work for Papa, I better be getting $200K a year, prime summer rate, and courtside tickets to every Lakers game, bro. And that's bare minimum, bro. You telling me at any second of the day I could just get slimed by a bunch of random kids? And I have little to no protection. See, bro, y'all can't tell me that girls don't run the world. Bro, any guy that gets a good sum of money and spiritually enhancing cat is immediately folding. You cannot tell me otherwise. Buford then gets tricked, thinking 11's behind him at the infirmary, but she runs away. Yeah, Sid the science kid is not solving this one, swing this up. 11 then meets Henry downstairs. Bro hiding in the plain shadows. Grown-ass man trying to order from in front of children, by the way. Henry shows 11 the way out. Bro's talking about some, here, you can escape now. But she thought it was gonna be a buddy comedy. She thought they was both going. Henry can't escape because he's trapped. He's a prisoner. Bro's literally got a limiter inside of him. Not the limiter from One Punch Man. That absolute dumpster fire over there. The pill-looking thing inside of him is called Soteria. It happens to be a limiter and a tracker at the same time. Since this is 11's homeboy at this point, she's like, all right, bro, you help me, I'll help you. Come to think of it, he set himself up to get asked for the question, right? But if 11 didn't ask the question of if he was coming or not, how would bro have gotten Soteria taken out of him? I don't know why bro didn't mention this before. It kind of threw me off. Bro then starts looking absolutely villainous. Now, if you were not suspicious about this guy from the get-go, this face pretty much right here tells you everything that you need to know. Then the guards come in. 11 and Henry start running away, but then they get cornered. They're about to run away again, but Henry's like, nah, we gotta run this fade, 11. How we got superpowers and we're ducking fades? Then bro over here thought this was gonna be light work. He telling us boys, get him. No, nigga, you get him. This that one homie that'll dead backdoor you. Bro setting him up for failure. This that one homie that knows that your crush does not like you and will proceed to watch you get rejected on Valentine's Day. Nigga, you're out, man. Henry absolutely folds these guys. Then the fake demon over here tries to backpedal. Hey, bro, I ain't know you was like that, big bro. Hey, yo, chill on me. Yo, chill on me, CjDaChamp. No, nigga, he was asking for it. They then start hiding in the closet. 11's wondering how Henry did all that. He reminds her about earlier when he told them that they were very alike. Bro tells her to wait in the closet while he goes to handle some business. He then shows 11 that he has the one tattoo. He's the original experiment. Now bro got 2 names, Henry and 1, 2 out of 3, let's get it. 11 then leaves the closet. She hears a bunch of screaming coming from a walkie-talkie. She knows that that's the kids. 1 is up to no good. She's walking throughout the lab. Papa's knocked out. Everybody's dead or on the brink of death. It's a horrid sight. 11 then runs into the rainbow room. All of the kids got slimed, except for 2. He's currently on his last legs, barely holding on for life. And then, oh no, wait, hold on. Why is 1/Henry looking like this? This nigga's in the wrong profession. Do you see his jawline? 2, get back. How are you getting walked in death? And he's making it worse. He starts rolling his eyes to the back of his head. Bro's getting walked to your death and you're getting mauled. Just slime me out, please. F, he's genuinely hacking. Bro then oroforms outside of the cycle. 1/Henry talking about some, I asked you to wait. 11 is not jacking that. New York City. So she tries to run away. He hits the dash, but 1/Henry is not having it. Closing the door, keeping her inside. Bro then starts walking to her mad menacingly, clean out transition and all. One's wondering why she was crying when they all low-key hated her. Now we're gonna have to weave this in with another plot in the show. There's a crazy reveal coming that you already know about. This makes it way more intense and dramatic. Let me cook. Steve, Nancy, Eddie, and Robin were trapped in the Upside Down at one point. Using lights to communicate with Dustin, Lucas, and Erica, they figure out that every spot that this guy Vecna has killed somebody is where a new gate opens up. They need to get back to the surface, so they go to the nearest gate, which just so happens to be this guy Eddie's van, which is where Vecna killed a girl named Chrissy. Everybody comes out the Upside Down one by one. But then Nancy gets trapped in a Tsukuyomi. This guy Vecna starts talking to Nancy, explaining his backstory. Bro's on some time and talking about how he was different from the other kids. He had just moved into a new crib with his family. Then Vecna starts talking over this guy's backstory. Pretty interesting connection. I wonder what this could possibly mean. I'm not realizing that this was Henry and the one guy was unnamed like the whole time, so I'm just putting this in for my special note. Everybody back in his hometown thought that something was wrong with them, so they moved out for a fresh change of scenery, thinking that everything would change. A fresh start. Coming into their new home, Bro was enthralled. He began to get a fascination with spiders. Bro started obsessing with the spiders too much. He was talking about some, oh, they're predators, gods of this world. They bring balance and order to the ecosystem, which, yeah, that part and the predator part is true. He starts talking about how humans have a very unnatural structure and they're polluting the ecosystem. Talking about all their made-up rules, how all they do is wake up, sleep, eat, work, repeat, and die, which, I mean, yeah, it's kind of true. How we're all just insects waiting to die, and Bro was not standing for it. He couldn't conform. Somehow he realized that he didn't have to. He started getting superpowers. He started getting the ability to look into other people's memories, using them against them, torturing them with their sins. Henry's mom thought he was broken, so she tried to send him away to silence him, but he was not having it. Bro then murked his mom and his sister, but Bro's powers were unchecked. He didn't know his limits, so he almost took himself out the game. Their father, whose name is Victor Creel, then got framed and arrested. They thought that he had killed his wife and daughter. Apparently, this was all a part of Victor's plan. Bro risked his own life just to get his father locked up. That is insane levels of dedication. He then woke up to a doctor. That doctor was Papa. He tried to control one, but he couldn't. So he ended up making the number program of kids. Others like 11 were born. 11's thinking that she was tricked. One thinks different. He thinks that he's setting her free, but she can only be truly free if they join forces. But 11's not having it. 11 then tosses Bro. As he gets up, he's fuming. They walk standing across from each other, getting ready to fight to the death. This scene mimics a previous training scene, but this time it's personal. 11 remembers what one told her earlier about digging up a memory of her past that hurt her, so that she could harness the memory and use it to grow her power stronger. But it ends up to no avail. 11 gets folded and she starts getting ragdolled. Bro then starts taking all the life out of 11, but then she remembers her mother, how she loves her. She starts resisting and gets back. She throws Bro into the next room, aura forming and all. She not even using her hands for this one. This is crazy. She then starts hurting Bro so much that she opens a portal to another world. Bro then absolutely fades away completely. He ended up opening some weird gate in the wall. It's the gate to the Upside Down. One is genuinely falling to his death. Bro is getting electrocuted every time he tosses and turns. The lightning is messing up Bro's fit and his jawline. Everything that he's been building for years. His empire gone in an instant. And they messed up the fate. Bro can't get any girls now. That's tough. Papa then wakes up and sees 11. Thinking that she's the one that's done all this, but she can't even defend herself. She falls unconscious from using so much power. This day, 11 lost her memories. Henry/1/Vecna gained his freedom. A part of 11 died, while a part of Henry was reborn. Vecna then tells Nancy everything that he plans to do to Hawkins, to the world. He plans to burn it, to destroy it all. Vecna wants Nancy to be alive, to be the messenger to tell 11 all of this. Nancy awakes, and so does 11. Nancy and the others now knows the potential of what will happen if they don't defeat Vecna, while 11 gains her powers back, knowing that Hawkins will fall, ready more than ever to stand up for what's right and to end Henry/Vecna/1 once and for all. Alright, we're done. Crazy episode right there. I gotta post a lot of videos this week before season 5 comes out, so please subscribe if you're interested in that. Thank you for staying to the end. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. And yeah, just don't stay too jaded. What the fuck?
Okay,